listening to the Motherhood Experience, a podcast where you are part of the conversation with moms, for moms, and by moms. Let's jump into this episode with me, your host, Val Kleppen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first pilot episode of the Motherhood Experience podcast. I am so glad that you're giving it a chance, tuning into this very first episode. You probably have no idea who I am, no idea what this is about, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to tell you all about it. But thank you. Thank you for joining me and giving me part of your day today. I appreciate you. So the Motherhood Experience, I'm sure, as a mother, one of the things you look forward to is getting together with your other mom friends, sitting around, being able to share about whether you had a great day, a terrible day, an in the middle kind of day, funny stories that you probably wouldn't get away with telling other non-mom friends, laughing, crying, heck, even sharing a recipe or two, getting together with your other mom friends who get it. They get that parenting is the highest calling, and it is also the hardest calling. Other moms who get your quirks, who get your sense of humor, other moms who are sympathetic when you just cannot take it anymore. You need a mental health break. We've all been there. That is the culmination of the motherhood experience and exactly what this podcast is for. This podcast is for you during your day to get together with your other mom friends. You can join us. You can listen in. You can watch us on YouTube if you prefer to watch rather than listen to podcasts. And that's what this is going to be about. Interviewing moms, everyday moms. This isn't going to just be a podcast that only interviews experts or psychologists, or that may happen. We may have those guests, but this is for the everyday moms to be able to share their story and just to be heard. That's what the motherhood experience is all about. So I'm so glad you joined us. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, but that's another thing. The motherhood experience is not about Val Kleppen. It's not about me. Yes, I am a mother. Yes, I have had some experiences. I'm here to tell you. But it's not about me solely. If you know me at all, you know that I will tell some stories. I probably will tell some bad jokes. I probably will cry now and then. Maybe every episode. I don't know. But this is not about me. This is about you as a mom and your experience to share with the rest of the world. But who am I other than my name? We've already touched on that. 13 years ago, I became a mother. Our firstborn came roaring into the world, 2 months premature. I had preeclampsia. Actually, I had HELLP syndrome, for those of you who know what that is. It was life or death. 2 months early, she spent 30 days in the NICU. That was my introduction into parenting. I remember one of the NICU nurses saying repeatedly, "She's a big girl in a tiny girl's body." And 13 years later, that is still the case. I'm parenting a big girl, a grown woman in a smaller girl's body that has blessings and challenges of its own. Our second daughter, Harlan, was stillborn at 37 weeks. 3 months after our daughter died, the amazing woman who you will hear from in these first few episodes, who photographed our daughter's funeral, contacted me and said, "We need to do something to help other families like you." And I said, "Tell me what to do." And I won't get too much into that story because I think it's pretty cool and I would love for her to tell it. But we started an organization. We launched a nonprofit to help other bereaved families sort through their grief. I mean, our world had turned upside down. I thought my entrance into parenthood was traumatic, and it was, but there is nothing like losing an entire future with a child. There is nothing like burying your child. And so we might talk about some of that later on. Our third child turned 9 earlier this year, and he is my little Prince Charming. He is reckless and adventurous and has taken us to the ER a time or two. But you know what? He's our little man. And so through this, we have become a homeschool family. I swear I would never homeschool. Homeschool families are weird, and I didn't want to do that. And this is our 7th year homeschooling. And homeschool families aren't weird. In fact, I have a really, should I tell it this time? Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't tell the homeschool story this time. Maybe I will. Okay. So our first year of homeschooling, after I swore I would never homeschool. There was a group in the city where we lived that was just kind of like a mentor group for new or newer homeschool moms. And I I am ashamed to tell this story. Oh my goodness. This is the power of suggestion, though. Okay. Society had told me that homeschool families were a certain way. Okay. So I got invited to this mentor group, and I wanted to go because I wanted to homeschool right. I wanted to do it the right way. But I also knew, okay, I'm going to be with other homeschool moms. I don't want to put any of them off. I don't want to, be unapproachable by their standards. So I dressed in a long black skirt. And I think I even had like a long sleeve dress top thing. I French braided my hair. And I walked in there looking like a good little, I don't even know, like a modern day Mennonite minus the head covering. I guess that's how I pictured homeschool moms to look like. And when I walked into this room, I stopped, and on the inside, I died a little bit. But I was also cracking up inside my own head because out of all of these cute, trendy, adorable, good looking moms sitting around this table, I walked in and I was the very one who they all probably looked at and thought, oh, yeah, she's a homeschooler. So let's just say my first experience into homeschooling and getting together with other homeschooling families was a little humbling. But we just started our 7th year homeschooling. I cannot imagine my life any other way. Is it trying? Absolutely. Is it challenging? It has its days, but it is the most rewarding and fulfilling decision we have ever been led to make. And I'm so, so grateful that we are able to do it. I know it's not for everybody, but I'm so thankful that it's for us 7 years later. So that's a little bit about us. We live in the middle of South Dakota on our hilltop homestead. We have more chickens than I'm going to admit to you on the air. Some of them are laying hens. Some of them are roosters. Some of them are meat birds. We even have some turkeys. We have so many birds. But that's how we live. We've got a garden. We have hopes and dreams. That's how all homesteaders start, right? You have a hope, you have a dream, you have a desire, you have a plan, but you don't know if it's going to happen. And that's fine. But that's a little bit about us. I want to tell you what you can expect on the Motherhood Experience podcast. And frankly, you can expect, hopefully, a weekly episode where I will sit here across the computer land interviewing other moms just like you. moms that work from home, moms that work outside of the home, moms who homeschool, moms who public school, moms who are empty nesters, grandmothers, moms from all stages, all ages, all walks, all experiences in life. They're going to be interviewed here. Everyday moms. That's what this is all about. Hopefully, I can keep the episodes down to about 20 or 30 minutes. If they go longer than that, I do plan to break it into a 2-part series. And we'll start with guests who I know personally, guests who have had some sort of interaction with me in my mom life, and who I think you would really benefit hearing from. And I know would benefit from sharing their story as a mother themselves. So that's what you can expect on the Motherhood Experience podcast. And as I wrap up here, this is a very brief, short pilot episode. I just wanted to get on here, tell you who I was, what this was, what you can expect. Here's how you can stay connected with me. First, you can visit our website, themotherhoodexperience.com. That's where you can find me. It's at the time of the recording of this pilot episode, it's still mostly under construction, but it's also mostly functional. So please feel free to find me there. You can email me anytime at info@themotherhoodexperience.com. You can find me, okay, caveat. I am no professional social media user. In fact, secret, I kind of hate social media. I've been gone from it for a long, long time. Years. Okay. But because of this podcast, I decided to get back on, because why not? So you can find me on Instagram. That's the primary social channel that I'll be using at _themotherhoodexperience.com. No, I'm lying. Instagram. See, this is what happens when you're a mom and it's the end of the day and you finally have a quiet moment, and then your dog goes berserk when you're trying to be productive and your brain gets a little lopsided. Instagram is _themotherhoodexperience. There is no .com on my Instagram handle. Who does that? Nobody. Certainly not me. So _themotherhoodexperience on Instagram. Also the website, which I've probably said 18 times already, so I'm not going to say that again. You can find the Motherhood Experience YouTube channel where these video podcasts will be posted. If you prefer to listen to the podcast audio only, that's fine. You can do that wherever you listen to podcasts. And thank you for tuning in, by the way. You can find me on Facebook at the Motherhood Experience handle. And again, you can always email me anytime, day or night, info@themotherhoodexperience.com. Again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in today. This is going to be fun. I think that this is really going to be a special insight into the world of moms. You have your group of mom friends. Maybe you can't get together with them as often as you'd like, but you know what? You can get together with us every single week. We'll be releasing an episode. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to sharing with you. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Motherhood Experience podcast. To join our exclusive TME community, head on over to themotherhoodexperience.com/learn more. Be sure to follow the Motherhood Experience on Facebook and Instagram, and please leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. If you're watching on YouTube, leave us a comment below, and we'll catch you next time.